Hi guys, Mary Beth Temple here for Hooked for Life, and welcome to Yarnspirations. In this video we're going to take a closer look at the warm ripple knit blanket. Now I'm using Bernat Home Bundle in cream and burgundy and a US 13 or 9mm circular knitting needle that is 36 inches long or longer, and you can get all the materials information when you click the link below and download the free pattern. While you're doing that, take a moment to subscribe to the channel for fresh content weekly. Let's take a look at the stitch. Now this is a very simple stitch to learn. It's only a 2-row repeat once you get that border on. So to make the blanket, you're going to cast on 131 stitches, which is a multiple of 8 plus 11. Do not join. Working back and forth in rows, proceed as follows. Knit 5 rows in garter stitch, noting the first row is the wrong side. So this is going to give me my garter stitch edging. Now you may notice that it's taking my yarn a little while to change colors, and that's because my swatch is more narrow than your blanket's going to be. So you're going to change colors much more quickly than I am, but don't panic and think that something's going wrong. That's exactly how it should be. So to start with a right side row, you're going to knit 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you see the asterisk now. So this is telling us that this is where the repeat of the stitch pattern is going to begin. So it's yarn over, knit 2, 1, 2, and then it says SL1P, that's slip 1 purlwise. So that's telling me I'm going to move the stitch from the left hand needle to the right hand needle without doing anything to it, but I'm going to orient my needle as if I'm going to purl. That's what that P means. So I'm moving the stitch from the left to the right as if to purl, but I'm not actually purling. Knit 2 together. That's just 2 stitches as one. And then the one you may not have seen is PSSO, which stands for Pass Slipped Stitch Over. So I'm going 2 stitches in from the tip of the needle. I'm going to grab that slip stitch with my left hand needle, and I'm going to pull it over the knit stitch and drop it. But I want to hang on to that working yarn. I don't want to tug it so tight that my gauge goes messy, but I want to hang on to it to keep it on the needle where it belongs. So I passed that slip stitch over and dropped it. Knit 2, 1, 2, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. And now we're going to do that over and over until 5 stitches remain. So we're going back to where that asterisk is. So yarn over, bringing my yarn between the 2 needles underneath and pulling it around to the back. Knit 2, 1, 2, slip 1 purlwise, moving the needle from the left to the right as if to purl, but not actually purling. Knit 2 together, 2 stitches as one, pass slipped stitch over, that's the second needle from the tip, and I'm holding on to the knit stitch by holding on to the working yarn so that it doesn't fall off. Take my left hand needle tip out and drop that passed stitch, knit 2, yarn over, knit 1. Now before I do this last repeat, let me pull some more yarn up because I'm tangled here. And let me also point out that when you're going, you can see that the yarn overs stack up on top of the yarn overs, and the PSSO stitches that double decrease, they all line up on top of each other. So if you're knitting along and you don't see that one thing is on top of the other where it belongs, it's a tip that you have made a mistake and you got to go find it before you get too far away. Now this is my last repeat. Yours of course will go much farther because you will have cast on more stitches than I did. So it says repeat from asterisk until 5 stitches are remaining. There's my last 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to knit 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is my right side row. For the wrong side row, it's very simple. All we're going to do is knit 5, purl until 5 stitches remain, and knit those 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and purl across until 5 stitches remain. Now, I know you know how to purl, but I'm going to just put a couple stitches in because I very deliberately am coming up to where the yarn changes color, and I wanted you to just see briefly how that looks in case you're not used to it. Again, so you can see how the yarn changes all on its own, and you don't need to do anything except enjoy your knitting. So thank you so much for joining us here for the warm ripple knit blanket here on Yarnspirations. My name is Mary Beth Temple from Hooked for Life, and I thank you for joining us, and I'd appreciate it if you would like the video and subscribe to the channel for fresh content weekly on knitting, crocheting, and other yarny stuff. See you real soon. Bye bye.